Next song, Keep Your Head.
This song we also kind of addressed in a previous podcast, but it's about being stuck in your head, and it's lyrically semi-critical of that, but musically I basically just wanted to make a track that encouraged that you get to dance around with all the kind of ear candy and feel like you're in a bit of a dream state. So I wanted it to just kind of chug along and put you in a little bit of a dreamy state,
Well, I think you'd mentioned this in the podcast we did specifically about this song, but why don't you just briefly talk about where the idea came to you in New York, right?
Yeah, we went to New York one year, and then we came back a couple of years later, and everybody was on their phone. I think it was iPhone 2 or something, whatever it was, iPhone 2 or 3 had come out where more people started to get them, and it was just, it exploded, and you're used to New York being kind of people looking where they're going, and walking with intention and doing stuff with intention, and they have a kind of quick awareness about them, and just overnight people had just disappeared into their world, which is completely understandable in New York, because when you're sitting on the subway at 6 a.m. and you're surrounded by people, you want to just get away from that shit. But it's obviously it's become it's all consuming now. You're just always doing your own thing.
It's I have not been on Instagram since the beginning of the year, and I'm sure I'll end up going back on at some point. But it's nice not having that constant flow of noise from there. Like, I find other ways to use my phone because I am addicted to it. I end up like checking stuff out on maps. Like, I wonder how far it is to that coffee shop. Let me check that like 14 times. But, so like it's so ingrained already in my thumbs, but not having that constant stream of shit that you do not need to know about hitting you in the face is nice.
Well, I just got a Mazda car, and it's got CarPlay in it. And so it can put I can actually put Instagram on my windshield.
I was going to say about Keep Your Head, like a lot of songs on this album, playing it live, what I think we all agreed and discovered perhaps for ourselves was this album, you have to play it and not push it. You can't try to make it more than what it was. Like Keep Your Head for me particularly is one of those songs where I really had to just resist the temptation to feel like, oh, this is going to be like a banger. We're going to make this song big. And if the more you relaxed and sat back into it and just let it occur, the better it felt and the better the crowd reaction was. And it was a very subtle distinction in how you approached playing it. But it seemed to get better the more on a lot of these songs, like I Am Not Me also. You just had to sit back and let it be what it was.
I kept wanting to cut it from the set because I felt like it wasn't working, and also the riff is a little hard to play when I'm singing and that kind of stuff. But then eventually when we just chilled out, it's almost like one night I was sick. I didn't believe in it basically, so I just didn't give a shit. And then we chilled out, and then the second verse hits, which is the dreamy verse. And I realized, this is what works about this track. It's the dreamy stuff that works, live as well as on the record. So,
yeah, this song was like a mini, the microcosm of how I think our set was on this last tour, where it is a slow but really good payoff. At the end, it does build once the sections we added live, kind of taking that more into that 6/8 groove section, builds that nicely.